Okay, welcome to round 3 of PTQ with Black White Zombies. Annoyingly just threw away that last round, but hopefully kind of get things together and onwards and upwards for round 3. This hand is a little bit land heavy, but it's got a 1-drop and a Lord and a Dark Salvation, so I'm quite happy keeping this. Also, having double black and double white is nice. So even though it's 4 land, which is a fair amount, because it's got all the colours we want, it's definitely worthwhile keeping it. Get these awkward draws sometime where you only have 2 lands, so then you really need that 3rd land you draw to be the colour that you need. I'm gonna try not to pump this round. Gonna try and actually, make the right play at the right time. It was a weird round last round though. Opponent disconnected a couple of times. Just odd. Okay. Tap land, turn 1. What a great draw. Let's hope that is the last land we draw this game. That could be a problem. We ain't blocking. I'm going to take some damage, but we just have to accept it. And if they trade, then that's great for us. I imagine this is some sort of Pummler deck. Can't really afford to take too much damage, but given we've got 2 removal spells, I'm feeling fairly confident with this. Pummler itself can be a problem though. Yeah. Attack, take it. Okay, not using his energy. Probably got a Bristling Hydra. Or Electrostatic Pummler. He wants to set up for a Pummler, then that's yeah, a much better use for their energy. Okay, they can spend 3 energy to give it +X for X power, so they can activate it once to make it 2/2. So this Dark Salvation is going to be great. We're going to kill his thing and get a zombie, which can then potentially do some blocking later on. We want to be able to kill these Pummlers when we can. So they just get very, very big, very, very quickly. Tempted to block with a zombie, although he's got trample. I'd rather him activate energy making this bigger than a Pummler. Although the zombie count is relevant actually for another Dark Salvation, so maybe I'll just wait. It's annoying taking the damage, but I think we just have to kind of take it. Just try and kill whatever they plays next. Yeah, another Pummler. See, now again he's going to be facing the same thing. So let's play another Swamp because we don't need to use the planes yet. So we're going to Dark Salvation. I think we actually now attempted to double block. Just use our zombies. Use the free token, the Dread Wanderer, which we can get back, to kill this Voltaic Brawler. I mean, if he uses tricks to protect it, then that's kind of fine, because it's better than him just pumping through lethal and killing us that way. So I think we go with Dread Wanderer and then Dark Salvation. He could use Blossoming Defense. So if he's got a Blossoming Defense, then that is not good. However, if we don't try and do something about this now, then we are going to face problems when they untap. Yeah. Not an awful lot we can do about that. However, we still get a zombie, and now we cannot really attack. Not even just because it's a 3/3, just because it's going to swing and probably kill us. So it's going to get large and get trample. I don't know how much we can really sponge up here. So that's going to become a 10-10 and then a 15-15, yes. And then a 15-15. Yep. Oh, sorry, 20-20, of course, with trample. And so even if I block all of that, that's going to get trampled as well. So even if I block 5 of it, 15 trample damage, we lose. Pummler. So we have some very special cards for this deck. Fatal Push, Decking Stone, Anguished Unmaking, Grasp of Darkness. And we literally just have to stay alive. So we take out the slow stuff in the form of that. To put Liliana as well, because that's really good against Pummler. Maybe Ob Nixilis is good. I don't think we want Gideon's. It's 4 mana, do nothing. The Dread Wanderers and the Cryptbreakers are there basically to keep us alive. Binding Mummy is reasonable. Maybe it's just not. Binding Mummy just feels like it doesn't do an awful lot. Like, we need to defend, so. No, maybe Binding Mummy was right actually, because we can still put like a Cryptbreaker and get zombies at instant speed, so can tap down a 20/20. So yeah, actually I think Binding Mummy is probably fine in this match. Oh man, I don't think this hand does anything. I mean, if it was another swamp, having a Grasp of Darkness into Anguished Unmaking would be fine. But that is really frustrating. We need to reliably put up a defense. Okay, this hand is also not good. So we just need kill spells. But is it worth mulliganing to 5? I really don't think it is. It's not that different from the last hand, except I don't have an Anguished Unmaking. Because the Ob Nixilis was really irrelevant and we couldn't cast the Grasp of Darkness. So we have a 2/2 wall. Cryptbreaker. I don't want to mulligan anymore. I can go to the bottom. We just have to hope that Cryptbreaker can just do some work, get us 3 zombies, we start drawing out of this situation. We won't have masses of time to achieve that. Play a swamp. Go. That is very fortunate they don't have a 2-drop. I would discard the Diregraf Colossus, but that gives yourself 3rd zombie. And Ob Nixilis, if the game drags on, is going to be useful, whereas this Plains, not so much. We've got our 2nd source of white here already. Hopefully with this we can draw out of stuff. We can draw into the lands we need to cast Ob Nixilis. Whereas if we pitched Ob Nixilis there and just continue to draw lands, then that would be pretty mediocre. I imagine one of the zombies, well, the Cryptbreaker, sorry, is going to die. Yeah, bit of a shame. That does now mean we can start bashing. Diregraf will make us some chump blockers. Their hand was very slow. They could play Sweepers postboard, which would be really bad. Play that. And play that to get me cast trigger. You don't want to attack first, and then them harness lightning the Diregraf Colossus or something stupid. So just play the Dread Wanderer. Get your zombie. Go. If they do play a board wipe now, then it's not ideal, but we have only lost 2 creatures and we can get the Dread Wanderer back. So, Pummler, great. Come on, untapped 5th land. Ugh. Can we even attack? So they can easily make it 2020 with, what was that? He's got the 7 energy to do it. To make it 2020, he doesn't really need an awful lot. He just needs the larger than life. And if he plays multiple of those, then we just lose. But if he's only got 1 of those and just like other creatures in his hand, then he makes that a 5/5, which then becomes a 10/10, then becomes a 20/20, and we have some amount of blockers. So if he makes it a 20/20, we only really need to keep some amount of this stuff back. We've got another blocker there. So keep the Diregraf back because it does more damage. And the Dread Wanderer doesn't actually trade. So we've got like 5 powers worth of blockers. And thing is, if we want to be in a position where the next swing is like lethal for them, definitely swing with that. I think we can only realistically afford to attack with this 1 and then just hope that what we've got here is lethal. Taking to 11, what we've got here is potentially lethal damage. It'd have to then block. So the annoying thing about this is you could just be dead, like, even with all this. So they don't have larger than life. So if he goes Blossoming Defense and the other, there's one that's a +4, I think it is. So it would get. So how many blockers can I leave back and this still be lethal? So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd need to leave everything but 1. Although another zombie then drains him for 2. So 2, if we drop top deck a zombie, that's drain them for 2. They go to 9, and you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got lethal damage if you draw a zombie. So let's block with 2 zombies. That sponges up 4, so if it makes it 24, 24. It's got so many cards in hand. I think we lose either way. Yeah. Any other pump spell? Ooh. Well, that was interesting. Oh yeah, obviously. Well, whatever we do, it doesn't matter, as he just flings it. So, yeah. Which is exactly what we hoped they didn't have. And if we block with more creatures, we sponge 5 of it, but I mean, we ended the game on -16. Pummler, everybody. Maybe keeping the first hand would have been fine, but then there's no guarantee we draw the second black source. Having the Anguished Unmaking would have been good though, so we just would have killed it. But then if they had the block again, Blossoming Defense just stops that. So perhaps that first hand was better to keep.